author, y'all. She is number 46 in the 100 author movement, y'all. We're moving right along. If you're not attached, I'm telling you, you have 54 opportunities to get attached to this movement before it's too late for 2025. Um, we're bringing up number 46. She's going to come up. She's going to tell you who she is. She's going to tell you her why and what she's doing. So I introduce to you guys Miss Gwen to come up to tell you who she is and what she's doing. So let me move on out the way, y'all. Let me move on out the way and allow her to come on in the building. So come on in. How you doing today?
Good
How are
morning,
you?
Angela. Good morning, everyone. I'm so happy. Great, great, great. I'm so proud and happy to be a part of the crew and 100 authors to watch. I want to say that it's an amazing journey. I've been watching Angela for a while, and I'm so glad and so grateful to be a part of that journey. I'm so glad she gave me the opportunity to tell my story. I wrote two books. Two of my books are, one of them is on Amazon, and the other one is in the process of being published. My first book was about my brother Ray, who died in police custody. It's a strange story, but it all happened to tie into book number two, which has the infrasound magnetic waves that Obama called Havana syndrome when he went to Cuba. Now, going back to my first book, my brother died in police custody. I remember the story because on May 4th of this year, 2025, marks the 12th anniversary of his death. We made CNN, we were on MSNBC, we made Associated Press and all the local newspapers and local stories, news reports to talk about my brother because his story was so shocking. And what made his story so shocking is that he called 911 three times. They couldn't find his hotel. Now, in the hotel that he was staying in, he was working there on his job. His job had him there working. So he called 911 because he wasn't feeling well. He did a little drinking, a little cocaine, which is 0.001 ounces of cocaine in the system, which even the lawyers and the pathologist said that it's not enough more than a 4 ounce glass of wine. But they try to make it seem as that when he called 911, he needed mental evaluation. So they would take him to the hospital for a mental evaluation, and they asked him if he could be handcuffed. So not only did he call 911 three times, but they asked him if he could be handcuffed. So he was. He agreed to it. So he got paranoia because of the Havana Center frequency. He got to the hospital, and then he broke out of the car and he ran to the sliding glass doors. And when he ran to the sliding glass doors, they wouldn't open, and he fell back and he hit his head and they started tasing him over 20 times. Now there's a beautiful video, which I call beautiful because it catches the evidence of what really happened to him on YouTube. And I tell people, if you really want to know what really, really happened to my brother, go onto YouTube and look up Linwood Lambert. His name is spelled Linwood Lambert, Lambert, and you can see different videos of me on there, with him on there, and definitely his video in Halifax, South Boston. But that's not only it. He also was a part of the Three Strikes You're Out with Clinton, which is in my chapter, Anthony Big Mace Mason, who I dated from the New York Knicks for about 2 years, and we dated. So my book is amazing. I think that if you get onto it, you'll know that it leads to everything from knowing about the assassination of President Barack Obama and Michelle Obama on January 21st of 2013 to the death of my brother in 2013 on May 4th, on how that we got caught into a matrix. But then writing my second book about the frequency, which I hear all the crooked sounds in my ears and everything the military people said that they hear, but I don't get any benefits from it because I'm not part of the military. But I lived in that area in Northern Virginia, so they have the magnetic frequency on me constantly. And my tongue gets stuck to the top of my mouth because the frequency is pulling to the top of my head. That's why my hair is short, because my hair falls out, so I have to cut my hair off. But thank God that He gave me curls, so I got natural curls. I have natural wavy hair, even though you can't see it because of how low it is. But I love it, and I get lots of compliments. So getting back to my brother's story, so he died at the hospital. And that's what made his story so shocking, is that he called 911 to be taken to the hospital, and they handcuffed him, then they shackled him while he was on the ground. Then on top of that, they lied and said that he was grabbing for their guns. He was grabbing for their taser. He was biting them. He was on the ground with taser prongs in his chest. shackled by his feet and by his hands. And then he finally said, okay, I had 0.001 of cocaine in my system. Then they say, oh, so you're going to jail. So when they picked him up, they jerked the prongs out of his chest, which you know can abuse your skin. Not only that, could send you into cardiac arrest because you're scared. So they put him in the back of the car, and from with the Commonwealth attorney, who was a special prosecutor on this case, we even had to get a special prosecutor on the case because we felt that we weren't going to get the justice that we need, and they took too long to give us the video. They took almost 2 years and 3 lawyers to get us the video of the hospital and the squad car. And I've been asking for 2 years for it. It wasn't until I hired lawyers who happened to be one of President